Okay, let's do the market review. Thursday, December 4th, 6:12 p.m. So nice day today in the stock market. Very nice day. So we are going to look at what happened for Tesla, the VIX, the fear factor of the stock market. The stock indices, are they following? Are they following everybody? Are they following Tesla? Is Tesla following the stock indices? Gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. You know, this is where the money is being made, my friends, in the stock market. So let's start. So, whoa, let me see. I have, aha, voila. So Tesla closed at 454.53. And by the way, this is a live, so you can interject at any point in time. This is à la carte. This is à la carte. We are not pompous over here. We speak our minds. We can all speak our minds. So Tesla closed at 454.53, up $7.79, 1.74% higher than yesterday. Post market down by $1. Let's take a look at this. So yeah, let's do a recap. We had a big bullish channel. We are still in this big bullish channel. We have been following it since April, and lasted for 1 day. This happens. Nothing's perfect, but you know, as a whole, we are really bouncing on those lines, huh? Really, almost really. So we are really bouncing on those lines. This is not fake, you know. This is not fake. These lines have been there for a while, and we are using them plenty. So bullish channel is still intact. Tesla is still going higher. Congestion zone was right here, then came lower right here. It happens. Came just a little bit lower, and even at this point right here, we were looking for higher lows in a flat top. We saw this move. Boom. We saw this move right here. We saw this move on the 1 hour chart. Let me clear this mess up. We saw this move on the 1 hour chart right here. Boom. We took it. I sold here. I thought things were not, things were falling. I got out. I took profit. You know, I can do worse than that. Then we were watching 430. You know, because the stock was telling us 430, blah, blah. And then boom, it broke it in 1 day, in 1 hour of 1 day. So unfortunately, I would have preferred if it had broken it very slowly. But this is Tesla stock. Tesla stock, it goes fast. It goes up fast and it goes down fast. So, but that's fine. We have other stocks that we can invest into. This is what we do on Discord. We are looking at other stocks. And I called this morning, I think 3-4 buy signals on Discord. So join if you want to find other stocks that are ready to be bought. So yeah, 1 hour chart, boom, it went, broke that 430 I was talking about a little bit too fast, and broke 440, which was the target. So if I had things my way, Tesla would have broken 430 during 1 hour, maybe topping at 432. Then I would have gotten back in here, and then we would have gone slowly to 440, which was the target. No, that's not what happened. Then it just went through at 440. So okay, well, I got in at 440, and we are still in. So yeah, nice day today. So this is yeah, let me not get ahead of myself. So yesterday was Wednesday, isn't it? We are Thursday. You know, I'm very tired. So Wednesday, boom, for 7-8 hours. Then Thursday today, we just continued where we left off. Went sideways for 4 or 5 hours, showing a little bit of weakness. Then boom, the last 2 hours went a little bit higher. We had identified 452.91 as an intraday resistance that we could be getting stuck under, and basically this is what happened. And now on the last half hour of the day, we have just closed above 452. Let me try to see you guys. I played with this software and I don't see the comments. I hear the comments, but I don't see them. So this is frustrating, you know. Ecamm is a great piece of software to do lives, but you know, in terms of user friendliness, no, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take a look at the comments on YouTube directly. So I might have a little bit of delay because of it. So okay, yeah. At least I see them. At least I see them. Okay. So so on the 5-minute chart, yeah, we took a look at the 5-minute chart. You know, this is the advantage of Discord. You can talk to me. You can ask me stuff during the day and I can answer. So that's Discord. It's bi-directional. So Thursday today went as high as 454.33. Look at this. This was beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Could not break higher. And look at this at the end of the day today. Look at the volume too. Look at the volume at the end of the day. It was a slow day, then boom towards the end. So to me, it looks like people are accumulating without raising too much interest. You know, they are piling on. They are buying some stocks. Towards the end of the day, boom, 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 they collect them. So we have a break of 454.33. We don't usually go down to the 5-minute chart, but voila. And our resistance at 452 right here, 452 right here was broken. So it works also on the 1-hour chart. So 452 was broken. So now we are on our way to 459. We have some other resistance there. We could still break them. But the big goal is 467 right here. So don't be surprised if we cave in at 467. We could cave in at 459, but that's a less important resistance. 467 is more important. It is more important. So don't be surprised if we revert at 467. So 467 is a nice take profit place. So yeah, you can take profit there because, you know, this is hard to break. So it is going to be retested at some point. And why 467? Well, because 467 is where we stopped basically last year, December 13th. So almost a year ago. If you buy and hold Tesla, I'm sorry to say, you've done nothing. You've done nothing in a year. It's a little bit sad. So, but I spoke my piece about this yesterday. So this is why we do technical analysis, so that we just don't waste a year like this. So yeah, nice day. We are on our way to 467. If we break 467, then this is going to get very interesting. We are going to get close to the all-time high. So all-time high 488.70. And if we break that, then we are going further away. Further away. We have resistance right here. We have resistance right here. If we break that 488.70, which is the all-time high, we are going to be playing in this area right here. In this area. Depending on when we are going to reach it, we are talking about 535. We are talking about 540. And we have an idea when we extrapolate a move. This is why it's nice to do these channels, because we can extrapolate the move. This is the extrapolation that we have been using. And you know, since April of this year, Tesla stock has been behaving according to that extrapolation. Because, you know, this was in April, this is in December, you know, that's a pretty nice extrapolation. This is what's happening right here. So continuing that extrapolation, we can have numbers and we can have dates as to when those numbers can be reached. So I'm repeating myself just so that it's clear. 488.70, that's the all-time high here. If we break this, then we are going to play in this area. This area goes from 530 to 540. And well, we are December 4th, so we cannot reach that number right here before tomorrow. But we could reach 540 at the latest May 5th. May 5th. So the covered calls, people, you can play right here outside of this. Outside of this. Nothing's perfect. Maybe we are going to go up faster. If we go up faster, then it's going to be a bit sad for the covered calls. You can get exercised. But this is the thinking of these bullish channels. They help us find where the price, well, what is the trajectory of the price? This is the trajectory of the price. It's going to do this. And once it breaks this one, then it's going to continue like this. So we have the trajectory that has been good for the bigger part of the year. This is the trajectory that we are in. And voila. And this is continuing, you know, this is continuing. And, you know, if it continues and breaks all the resistance I've been talking about, well, you want to hear some nice numbers without a sweat. Without a sweat, because this is the rate of ascent. Without a sweat, April 2026, close to $600 for Tesla stock. This is if we are maintaining the same rate of ascent. If Tesla does something crazy, like FSD that will allow you to text and take a sleep at the wheel, then maybe the rate of ascent is going to change. That's a possibility. That's really possible. So this happens when a stock just, I call it a different gear. You know, when a stock is in first gear, then second gear, third gear, this happens, and this has happened with Tesla in the past. 2020, this is the rate of ascent. Then, okay, we went a little bit faster, but still the same rate of ascent. You know, we just notched it a little bit higher. But then, from November 2020 to January of 2021, the rate of ascent was this. So went from this to this. This is a steeper rate of ascent. The steepest the rate of ascent you have, the shorter time it is going to last. So see again, we were going at this rate of ascent, then accelerated, came back down, recovered the same rate of ascent, same one as here, same one, and then guess what? Another one like this. So when we can catch those, you know, this is where the money is made. Well, yes, there's money to be made here, for sure. But this is when things are going ballistic. And when we catch those, it can be incredible. It can be incredible. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. And how do we catch those? Well, we are looking at the bullish channel resistance, and when there's a break above it, we know it on the day it happens. On the day it happens, you know? This is the line, we are touching that diagonal resistance line, touching, never exceeding. Then, boom, exceeds. If it exceeds, it means that the rate of ascent is not fast enough. It wants to go higher. So there's always risk, but when this happens, we can buy a little bit more. We can buy some options. Maybe instead of owning stocks, we can keep the stocks that we have, but we can say, well, okay, I'm going to buy one options or two and then take that swing, because, you know, those swings last for 2 or 3 weeks at the most, and then it can come down. It can come down for a long time, but this is why we don't buy and hold. This is why we don't buy and hold, because it's too sad to own something at 400 bucks and then see it go to 100. It's too sad. I don't know how people can do that, but no. I prefer to sell, let it fall down, and then we can get back in. So that's the, you know, we need to accumulate, and not recuperate. If you stay in a stock when it goes up and down, you are happy when it goes up, and when it goes down, you need to recuperate all of that. If it goes down 50%, you need 100% return on investment to get back to where you were, just to go even Steven. So I'm sorry if this is what you want to do. This is not the channel for you. This is not the channel for you. So yeah. So right now, this is the current rate of ascent. I'm going to do something with you. Okay, I'm just going to do something with you. This is just hypothetical. Okay, if we take this low right here and this other low right here, we have effectively the current rate of ascent, which is quite high. So I am doing this just so that you know that this is the current rate of ascent that we are having, and you know, we can find this current, you know, we can do the same thing right here. This is what happened here. We had a faster rate of ascent that did not last a long time. This was, you know, it lasted what, 16th of October to November 4th, so 2 weeks, boom. And here, you know, we had another one right here, a little bit less steep. So you see, we have all those rates of ascent, and I don't bother with all of those on the daily chart. We do more of that on the 1 hour chart. So Discord gives you 1 hour chart Tesla stuff, buy signals. So right now, this is the current rate of ascent. It has been steep since November 21st. So just for fun. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I don't know. If it breaks that 467, maybe this is going to, well, this is going to have more chance of happening. So if this current very tiny, narrow, bullish channel rate of ascent continues, we are talking 533 bucks by Christmas. So if we break 467, set that 532 bucks as a target. So we are going to be looking at that, but so far this is the trajectory. It could come back at 467, but if it breaks it, and yes, of course, I have not forgotten this 488.70 also, but this is the theoretical trajectory if it continues like this. Voila. Okay, I think I beat that horse dead. Let's take a look at the VIX. When the VIX goes lower, the stock market goes higher. Now we are really talking 1579 down 0.3. Lower than 1595. 1595, we had a hard time recently going lower than this. So now, yes, okay, if I can do, if I'm really precise, we have not gone lower than where we were in October, but I still like to see it lower than 1595. I still like to see this. So the lower the VIX, the better for the stock market. Let's take a look at the rest of the stock indices. So Dow Jones flirting with 48,023, flirting with this. So it's supposed to cave in. When we go close to a red line, we are supposed to cave into it. So this is what happened today. We went a little bit higher, tiny bit higher, caved in. If we break it, then this is the opposite. This is a positive sign. SPX, I'm happy to see this. I am happy to see this. Each time you have a top that we have a hard time breaking and then we break it, and at the same time we have some higher lows. This is a small pattern, and we have identified those patterns all the time. All the time, boom. So this is a good sign right here. This is a good sign that we should be. There's always risk. It might not happen. We should be continuing up to 69.20 right here. 69.20, which is where we caved in from October 28th. We caved in, boom. So it seems like we want to retry it because of this right here. Seems like we want to retry it. If we break it, then this is going to be full steam ahead. Full steam ahead for the stock market. So this is going to be wonderful. Really, really wonderful. And where could that take us? Well, we can extrapolate. I'm paid by the line I draw, so I can draw so many lines. So, you know, if this is a low that we are having today, I'm not sure yet. But if this is a low, this is the rate of ascent that we have right now, and we could be reaching 7,500 SPX by January 2nd. 7,500, and right now we are at 6,800. So that would not be too bad. So we'll see if it happens. Now let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ continuing higher. Even though it's a red day, a red candle, we still made a higher high and made a higher low. So perfectly fine. And same thing with NASDAQ. Higher high, higher low. We have momentum on NASDAQ. And yes, by the way, we have momentum on Tesla on the daily chart, which we were waiting for. We were waiting for that. Okay, now let's take a look at... so the stock indices are all doing good. Tesla's doing good. The stock indices are all doing good. Everything is moving in sync. This is like... this is how we like things. Not Bitcoin, but gold. Sprott Physical Gold Trust. 0.03%. This one is going sideways. It's still good, you know. It's still good. This is an example, you know. This is the bullish channel we were in, and boom, went higher, faster rate of ascent, lasted a while, maybe a week or two, and then we are stabilizing. Right now, you know, the rate of ascent is pretty much flat. So this is where we are right now. This is where we are. We are going sideways. So this is taking a pause. It could go from 30.57 right here to 33.50 right here, and it won't mean much. This is noise going up and down. This is what's supposed to do. Yes, you can make money buying at support, selling at resistance. But big moves happen when we have breakouts of those congestion zones. Silver, okay, silver went quite high, quite fast. Now it's stabilizing. Right now it's on that support right here. This is kind of the second channel, you know. This is the first channel. This is the second channel. So it's pausing on the second channel. I would not get in at this point because, you know, it's so high. So we can let it be. Bitcoin, we are getting close to getting momentum on the daily chart. Yesterday, we had a nice day. Yesterday, we broke above 93,138. This line right here. Today, we closed below. But overall, we are pretty made a lower high and pretty much, yes, this is a lower low, but this is pretty much going sideways. So as a whole, if we look at our momentum indicators, you know, stochastic is still increasing. We have not received, we have not confirmation for momentum yet on Bitcoin, and we are still into this downward channel right here. We are still into it. So let's not get too excited. This is a nice move. We are still trending down. We could still cave into 98,700 or so. We could still cave in here. So from the daily chart perspective, we don't have any buy signals, but sorry, we had them on the 1 hour chart. And we are still riding that profit now. So today we are stabilizing at 92,000. So it's fine. We can sell at any point. We can take profit at any point. If we start breaking a little bit lower, I might take profit at 91,690, which is a bit lower than the lows we have been making recently. Yes, there's this low, but you know, this can be just a fluke. We have no more momentum on the 1 hour chart either. So, you know, we are seeing a little bit of weakening also. So maybe this is going to be okay to take some profit off the table tomorrow if we start going lower than 98,000, as I mentioned. But we could be having a good surprise tomorrow morning when when the market opens. Ethereum, better. Why is it better? Because made a higher high. This is the high. This is yesterday's high. This is the low. This is yesterday's low. So we are going higher. This is on the daily chart. On the daily chart, Ethereum has momentum. So it has been going higher enough so that this is becoming a trend, a small trend within this bearish trend. We are still going down with Ethereum. This is a small trend. This is a small trend, but this is a trend. So at least this one is a trend. So Ethereum is in a better position to break outside of its downward channel. On the 1 hour chart, yeah, it is farther away from support. That is at 3,057. If we break that 3,057, then this is going to be a nice take profit area. But momentum on the daily chart looks good. You know, I would not buy right now on the daily chart. I like to have a stock or anything else that is not into a downward channel. So it needs to get outside of this. And then as it gets outside of this, it can get stuck into a congestion zone. So it needs to get outside of it. Then this is the buy. This is later than the buy on the 1 hour chart. That's for sure. But that buy is going to go farther away. A buy on the 1 hour chart does not go as far. You know, it goes from 2,800 to 3,000. So a couple of $100 per Ethereum. But when we have a buy on the daily chart, like there was one here, so I buy at 2,700, then it went up to 4,800. So you know, so the daily chart is where you have lots of big moves, bigger moves. On the 1 hour chart, you have many buy signals with smaller moves. So you choose your pick. So fantastic. Thank you very much, guys. After 480, how to know what to do if we don't have history? I don't know what you mean by history. After 480. Well, the way to do things is to take profit. If you take profit along the way and buy some back when things are going higher than resistance, you are always going to accumulate profit. So that way you don't run something and be in profit, and then it comes back down, and then you're just even Steven after 2 weeks. So taking profit on major resistance, you make money. Whatever happens, you make that money, and then it's yours. So thank you very much, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine si Dieu le veut.